between Nodirbek and Daniel Bogdan-Daniel Deac. And what do we have? We have Spanish, remembering from the previous round, we saw Jan playing this line with bishop f4. Let's see what Nodirbek did. Bishop to e3, bishop to e7, c3, castles, queen e2, f6. I have it in my mind that I've seen this position, and it's theory. This is another one of those openings, the open Ruy Lopez that comes in and out of favor. You'll have a player like a Viktor Korchnoi that plays it, becomes the rage, then everybody stops, and we don't know why.
It's one of those forcing responses
very
as
forcing.
well for black. You know,
Yes.
you can get into an endgame where it's all kind of feels like it's been worked out.
Right.
So I can understand that if you're happy with a draw or you're happy with a certain result, then yeah, go for it. But there's a lot of lines, a lot of moves to remember.
Vachier-Lagrave also had it in his repertoire, the open Ruy Lopez. Let's just go back to the Firouzja versus Jan.
Yeah, can we rewind a few moves?
Yeah, because that's got interesting. 5 versus 5, knight versus bishop. This time white's with the knight. In the Fabiano game, Fabi was with the bishop. And this comes out of...
This came from the
Open Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
We had seen some position, and the players did a lot of shuffling, and I think black is doing just fine. Yeah, I remember now. We were going to get the bishop to f5, and I thought we were doing just great, and we've caught up with the players. Dare I say it, the draw virus is very strong.
Do you think this one will finish in a draw as well?
I do. I see the move queen e4, for example, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm ready to trade queens. I'm ready to take on e4. You can take on e4.
Yeah.
You can take on c6. This one looks really close.
It's actually not a perpetual. I'm sorry. Knight g6 is a checkmate, and king h6, knight f5 is a checkmate, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oi, oi,
Oi, oi, oi, oi, oi. So, what does it all mean?
So again, check, king f8, and we go h6. And after d2, knight e7,
we have to go rook to a8.
rook to a8. But yeah, isn't it funny that promoting to a queen
Is mate.
is a checkmate?
Wow.
Wow.
That is unexpected. King g8 on the board.
Well, the thing is, like now, if you give a check on g6, among other things, black can go to f7, f8, f8, yeah. Seems like everything's a draw. Okay,
Well,
and on the check,
g6.
thing, king h8 is going to play.
I'm still so confused. King h8, knight e7, d2, h6, rook a8, right? And if I go rook to
g7, yeah, this was the...
g7 with the idea of knight
Yeah,
g6.
then rook a6. And then rook g8, king h7,
And now
rook
it is a draw.
g7, king h8, and this is a perpetual.
Exactly.
And a very beautiful one at that.
Truly. So knight e7. What a remarkable turnaround in 10
And
seconds.
here's rook h6. King g8.
And it is a threefold according to the digital board, which keeps track of threefold repetitions. But Bogdan-Daniel is no longer not interested in playing.
And you can see Nodirbek shake his head.
Because he has no choice in this moment. He does have to play rook g6 check, doesn't he?
13 seconds, rook
Yes.
g6 being played.
Okay.
And it's a 4-time repetition if he goes king h8. Alright. Now it's...
Yeah, and we have a handshake. And oh,
What
it had us
an
gripped
escape.
on our
I really
seats.
thought he was going to win that
Yeah,
at the end. I mean, it just felt like Daniel was, sliding down the cliff. Quite
he
the
held
struggle.
his nerve there.
He did.
And
He did. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
And Nodirbek there disappointed with that draw, but ultimately, after an incredible day of so much action and
know.
fireworks as well, it's still 5 draws.
5 draws. We can't. I'm telling you, there's a virus